possible. Okay, so would you like to tell me a little bit about the decedent?
Yeah. You wanna go?
Well, I'm his oldest child out of 3. And there's only 2 of us here today. Our younger brother lives in Indiana, so he can't make it here.
Okay, all right. So he's a father.
Mhm.
Is he a grandfather?
Not
No,
yet.
not yet. Not yet.
Okay. I'm just trying to get a little bit of information about him so that I can better serve you in what your needs may be.
Okay.
So that's why I asked that question. And I'll be asking you several questions throughout this funeral arrangement. Did he have hobbies? Is there particular interests that he practiced each day?
Yeah, he liked to fish. He's
Okay.
a big fisher. We go out fishing on a boat.
Do you like to bass fish or just?
Bass, catfish, deep sea, whatever you want to name it.
Anything that you could get.
Right. Catch shrimp. Whatever.
Did he like to eat the fish he caught?
Yeah.
All right.
Good cooker.
All right.
Good cooker.
Okay. All right. Is there a spouse? Does he have a spouse?
Mom. Mom. Oh, mom.
Okay.
Yes. She,
Okay. Are they currently still married?
You know, I don't know.
Not
Maybe
sure.
back in the day.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's okay. I'll explore that a little bit later. These are just questions that, there's reasons that I needed to ask that particular question. And it has to do with, legalities and making sure that things are done properly.
Okay.
And I want this to be a very smooth transition for you. I want to be able to offer you what you need within your parameters financially, and to be able to help you through this grieving process, because it is a process that you go through. Excuse me. At this point, what I'd like to do is ask you some more of the questions that have to go on the paperwork.
Okay.
Okay? Okay. All right. And his full name?
Tim.
Okay. I know Roland is the last name. Does he have a middle name or middle initial?
Yeah, L.
Okay. All right, I can get that from the rest of the paperwork. Okay. Do you know if his parents are living, either or?
No, both
Okay.
are deceased.
Okay. Do you know his father's name?
Ronald.
Okay. Ronald Roland. Is his name Roland too as well?
Last name, correct.
Yes. Okay, and I'll put deceased.
Said R.
I'm so sorry. I apologize. Okay. All right. Do you happen to know information such as his social security number or anything like that? If you don't, it's okay. You know.
Yes,
Okay.
237
Okay.
45
Okay.
1 2 3.
Okay. One more door. There you go. Okay, and we'll put a question mark by his marital status. Excuse me. I need the name of either his spouse or ex-spouse, whichever it ends up being. I need her name.
Okay. You give them all for them?
It's Peggy Allen.
Okay. That was her maiden name, Allen?
Yes, ma'am.
A-L-L-E-N?
Yeah.
Okay. Middle initial? Or middle name? Do you know?
I think it's Lee.
Yeah.
Okay. L-E-I-H? L-E-I-G-H?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And she is still living, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Do you know if your father was a church member, if he was a member of any of the local churches?
You know, he's There's every occasional churchgoer.
Okay.
Every once Sunday. Every blue moon you came to church, you know.
I have family
On
members.
holidays.
Oh,
and
holidays,
whatnot.
right.
Okay, all right,
Father Days are the most.
Yeah.
okay. Do you, know what day, do you have a preference as to what day that you would prefer to have the funeral itself, the funeral service? Now, there's so many options that are available now. Do you know if you prefer to have a viewing and then a funeral before the burial itself? Do you have an idea of what you would like to do? What do you see as being the type funeral that you would want for your father?
Will he, like if we can do a day service, 2-day service, is embalming required?
Embalming is not required, although it is recommended. Now, if you have a 2-day visitation service, then at our particular funeral home, you would not be allowed to touch the body.
Okay.
There would be like a, it's like a barrier. It's like the cloth-covered chains that go in between the poles.
Oh,
You know what I'm
yeah,
talking about?
yeah.
And that would keep anybody from getting up close enough to the casket to touch him. You would not be allowed to touch him
I can't
if
touch
he's
it.
not embalmed.
If
No,
you're
no.
not- I won't be able to touch it?
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay. So, what are you gonna do? You wanna do
Now, if you
service?
had him embalmed, then things are done differently.
Okay.
That barrier would not be required. You would be able to walk up to the casket and touch him.
Okay, so,
I think we should definitely do embalming just to settle the rest of the family.
right.
Okay.
Cause you know Aunt Becky, she's real touchy-feely
Hey,
about everything.
all the time.
Okay. Okay. What I'm gonna have to do at this point is determine who is the legal next of kin to obtain permission to embalm from. So if there's any way that I can get in touch with your mother, I will need to do that to find out if they are legally still married.
Okay.
If they are legally still married, then she will be the legal next of kin. So therefore, that permission to embalm will need to be obtained from her.
Okay.
However, we can proceed on with planning the arrangement, that's fine. Just keep that in mind, okay? That's very important. So, are you in agreement with the 2-day visitation?
Oh, yeah.
Did you want it during the daytime or the evening?
I think we should have the funeral during the day,
Day.
but the visitation the night before.
Okay. You want visitation 2 days or 1 day? You can have either one you want. It's all according to what you want for your father.
Can we have like a small visitation
Yeah.
before
Okay.
the funeral?
You sure can. And do you just want the visitation before the funeral, or do you want it 1 day before and before the funeral?
1 day before, and then, because
Okay.
at night, and then